Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your January 2019 reading. I'm Jade with yesYesYes, and thank you for coming to my channel. I'm really excited to do this, and we're going to start with the cards that we pulled for your overall for the year and just kind of see how that works out. So in the Mystical Shaman deck, we had Thunder, which is that there's some big changes coming for you this year. It is dramatic. It's definitely going to crash through what your reality is, and it doesn't necessarily have to, make everything come crumbling down, but it is a big change that's coming, and destiny is awaiting you. Now, your cards in January were the Six of Cups, so some nostalgic feelings. Perhaps it's an old love. It could be just sweet memories of childhood. So that's your Six of Cups. And then it was clarified by the Fish. So the Fish in the Lenormand deck is a prosperous card. So we could be talking specifically about you thinking of a time back when life was sweet, when you had more money. It could be just that very simple thing. But there's something about Fish that's more than just money, it's prosperity too. So it's thinking about and feeling good, remembering what it felt like to feel good when you had an abundance of love, an abundance of possibilities in life, right? So we'll see what the decks show. I'm gonna use the Klimt deck. I love this deck, it's beautiful. And I pre-shuffled, and we're gonna see what this reading says, and if it even relates. Hopefully it does. I'm gonna pull it all together. Oh, I love it when things just fly. So we'll see what these are. Queen of Swords and the Hermit. So I'm not gonna take them, but I will show them to you. So we have some decisive words that are kind and thoughtful, and then we have some time of going within, perhaps getting some clarity internally. Okay, so what do we have for Capricorn for January 2019? This will be where your energy is coming from into January. Let's see, where can we start? I feel like it's that one. There we go. So Three of Swords. We have some grief, a little bit of heartache, not the happiest shiny cards that we want to start the month off with, but let's see what else we've got. Maybe it'll help show us what else is around. The King of Chalices. So there could have been a water sign masculine energy that this might be related to, or you yourself could be taking on this water masculine energy. One more card for where we're coming from. The Fool. Okay, so there had been something that had just started. So what I'm feeling is that this is a relationship with the Cups. It was a new beginning. It was a new relationship, something that you kind of took a chance on, that you decided to be vulnerable for, and it just didn't work out. It was something that you thought that the person that you were stepping in with was a king, and perhaps they were, but didn't act in that way, and it just didn't work out. And I'm feeling that, obviously with your energy being the Three of Swords, it was something that you wanted and it didn't come to fruition. This Fool card in this deck is not the happy shiny card. It's not the same Fool. This is a Fool that's having a hard time being reborn. So it could be a past relationship we're talking about. If we do have the Six of Cups here. So maybe we're talking about a past relationship that we just couldn't get started, that there's a little bit of grief. Oh, if it is that, what I'm feeling now, I just got a download about it, is that we haven't gotten over the original issues, right? So whatever brought the relationship down the first time, when we tried to get it going the second time, we couldn't quite get through the issues that had broken it up the first time. And that could have just been forgiveness, because we're human. We just didn't, people just weren't compassionate. Maybe your partner wasn't compassionate for your feelings in ending it the first time, but there's something that was still a remnant from the first go around that kept the second go around from going forward. Okay. Let's see. In the present, maybe we can transform that energy, Capricorn. I want to do that for you. Okay. So January for Capricorn. What's our present energy here in January for Capricorn, please? Here we go. Ooh, that's a beautiful card. The Moon. Okay, so you're sitting with your intuition. You don't want to be deceived. So I'm feeling like there was some deception here in the past with this past relationship that didn't work out. So you don't want to be deceived. You want to sit in with your intuition and you want to feel through what the truth is. Your personal truth, okay? Your personal truth, Capricorn. We have the Death card. So we do have an ending, but it's also a transformation. It's a time to take stock of what once was and to move forward in the way in which you want, right? So I love that you're taking the time with this Moon. I love that you're removing yourself and really feeling into your emotions so that then this transformation with this Death card can really happen in the way in which it's going to best serve you, okay? That's beautiful. A little Scorpio energy here. So there's lots of water energy happening around you. Okay, anything else for the present? We have the Queen of Swords. There she is again. Didn't we have her? Didn't she pop out before? So you're making yourself, you're taking your time to make the choice that's best for you to transform your life. And you're going to be speaking clearly about what your needs are, okay? You may be speaking clearly to this person, or this may be you speaking clearly in the future, right? So you're taking stock of what your needs are and you're saying, that's never gonna happen again. So that then the next time you'll be speaking clearly from your heart about what your personal needs are. No more trespasses, no more people who are gonna show up as kings and then demonstrate that they are not. You are ready for something that is true. And you deserve that. Something that is solid, right? You're an earth sign. You want this. You want that. A beginning that feels exciting. Not this type of beginning. Not a beginning that feels like you have to rip a Band-Aid off. But you want to feel excitement. So you're taking the time right now to decide what that is for you and to really make the changes in your life so that you can manifest this for yourself. And you're going to be using your words, Scorpio, using your words, Capricorn, use your words to tell everybody what your needs are so that you don't get into a situation again where it's unclear. Okay? All right. Now for coming up in the future for Capricorn, we have the Seven of Chalices. This could be many choices for you once you make yourself known what your needs are, and look what's stuck behind there, the Eight of Wands. Okay, so what we've got is quickly coming in, we've got choices. Now, these choices can be you, again, deciding, well, this is future, so I think it's different. I think you've made your choice, you're making your statement and your needs known, and now you have different choices. And it could be actual people. That's what I'm kind of deciding on. Is this people or is this situations? It could be both. So you could have multiple suitors stepping in. That's a lot. When you have a breakup, you've decided what you need, and then you move forward into this multiple suitors. That's a lot to happen within 1 month. Maybe you're that fast. But this is what the energies are telling me right now. And this could be just little incremental steps. This past could have been something that had happened over the course of months ago, and that this future could be future months. So, but you're going to have choices in your life. Basically, you're going to decide if this is the type of suitor that you'd like. This is the type of situation, love situation, relationship that you'd like. I want to move in with you. There's none of this, we're not going to play this, we're going to date for 6 months and then maybe talk about moving in. You decide what your needs are, and now you're going to have multiple choices, because the clearer that you are, that's when those choices will sweep straight through and they'll come right at your door. And then the Eight of Wands is just saying that they're coming quickly. So, the clearer that you are with your words, the more that you're going to make way, clear the rest of the crap out, so that, you know, you're not going to have any suitors who aren't worthy of you, and the ones who are will be able to, they'll have a clear path to step straight forward to you. Okay, now I'm reading this as love, which is interesting because that really wasn't where I was going. I think we started with this Three of Swords and the King of Chalices, so we just kind of went there. But this could also be with any, you know, your work situation, if you want to do that, where your work situation came to a close. It didn't work out because you took a job that you thought would be one thing and it turned out not to be. And now you have multiple positions open to you because you've decided, okay, I'm only going to, you know, put my resume out to specific places that fulfill my needs. So it works all across the board. You just decide how you want to apply it, okay? Let's see. Oh, well, this card needs to come out. So now we have the Eight of Chalices, or Eight of Cups. So maybe as you're in this energy of, you know, making the choices, it becomes, it's time for you to decide, right? And you might, because this is new energy of having so many choices, you may not decide right away. It may be that you have to take some time away to decide which direction you want to go in, okay? So the Eight of Cups is, you know, leaving something behind. I think it's just stepping away from the situation to get some clarity on it again. You know, you make space, you have all these choices, and then you just need to step back and see which choice is going to serve me best, okay? So this is you deciding which choice, which suitor, which job, whichever, you know, is going to serve you best, which that's a great place to be, Capricorn. We have moved way past this Three of Swords energy, and now you're moving straight into where you have all the power. I love this for you. This is just the beginning of your thundering through 2019. Okay, so let's see, next layer, let's do another layer of this past. Okay, so we have the Ten of Staves, Ten of Wands. It was a burden, too much energy that you were holding on to. You tried to make it work and someone else didn't. The Three, was this Three? Sorry about that, Five, there we go. The Five of Pentacles. So you not only were doing all of the work, but then you got shut down and you got left out. It was, you held up that relationship, which, hey Capricorn, now you know you can hold up a relationship. You can do it on your own. You don't need another person who's not going to live up to his role in life. You don't need that. You can have whatever you want because you don't need anybody, actually. Now, I know we all, maybe not everybody, but, you know, relationship is a wonderful place to be in. We learn best when we're in relationship with another. So there's a yearning, the heart yearning for that. But the relationship that this was just proved to you that no matter how much you tried to make it work, no matter how much of the load you bared, it still felt like you were in it all by yourself, right? So I'm so glad that that is in the past. Yay. Okay, present. Let's clarify this present for Capricorn for January. The Three of Pentacles. Okay, here we go. So it's a firm building, and it's also collaboration is what I look at with threes. There are multiple ways of, you know, of course, interpreting all of this, but I think what you're looking at here in the present is that, again, you're taking stake of, you know, what you really want. You've removed yourself to decide and to get really clear on that. And I think part of that clarity is that you want to be in a collaborative relationship. You want to be in a relationship that it's not just obviously you doing all the work, but then also it feels like perhaps you are making an impact in the world. Perhaps you are working together, not only just, you know, in relationship together, but that you're doing something creative together, that you're earning money together, that you, and this could be that you are wanting to meet somebody at your work, maybe you have your eye on somebody at work. There's also a health thing here. So if you are health conscious, we should all be, you want to be with somebody who is healthy and who will have similar workout patterns with you. So if you go to the gym after work every day, you want to go to the gym with your honey every day. That's a lot of working out every day, but you see what I'm saying. So it's an evenness, a collaboration, where you are both working together towards a common goal. And the common goal is the third thing, okay? That's how I look at those is, you know, myself, my partner, and then the other, the thing that we create together. Okay, now one other clarification for the present is the sun. And it's hard, I don't really want to do reversals unless they're really obvious, mostly because I think the energies are very clear as they are. If they come out in reverse, then I'll read them that way. But I'm just, you know, I'm pulling it out, and these are feeling right as they're being pulled out. So the Sun card here is telling me again that this energy that you're wanting to create in relationship, in partnership, is something that is beyond just two people hanging out and being together in their own world. That it's something that you want to share with the world. You want to be beyond just a couple, okay? You want to be a part of a power couple. You want to be successful in the way in which you move through the world with your partner. And that's a beautiful thing. I think that the clearer that you are, if you're I would suggest writing these things down, journaling and making these statements in your handwriting, not necessarily by typing them in a computer, because it brings more power that way. But if you make these statements known, at least then you know, this is what feels true for me now. And if something shows up for you and it seems to be that, you can cross-check it and decide, does this still seem true for me? And if something shows up that doesn't fit that bill, then you can decide then, does this still feel true for me? Because if not, that's a deal breaker. So it's really great when you get clarity on what your needs are to actually write them down so that you can keep yourself, keep track of yourself and make sure that you're acting and following forward with what your needs are. What's the word? Accountable, keeping yourself accountable. Yes. Always keeping ourselves accountable. Okay, so future advice. Here we go. Future advice for Capricorn for January. Here we go, Strength card. So we have the Sun and now we have the Strength. Lots of external action for you, okay? Lots of, you want to put it out in the world, and I think there's something really powerful about that. And then we also have the King of Swords. So now you're being decisive in a way that is not even worrying about how other people take it, right? You're the king versus the queen now. You're being clear with what your words are, and you are stating your needs in the most effective way possible so that there's no question about it. So in the future, the way in which to manifest this beautiful forward movement of multiple choices and you being able to stay in power and make those choices is remembering that you have the strength. It's within you, okay? And knowing that even though it's an internal knowing, that is felt around, okay? So you are making an impact in the world by being true to yourself, by staying in your personal power, by speaking your truth and not worrying how it's being received. I hope that makes sense. Sometimes we temper our words because we don't want to hurt other people's feelings. I think that there's a time and a place for that. I just did it. But anyway, there's a time and a place for that, and I think what January is calling for you is to say, this is not the time nor the place for that. This is the time for you to say what you need to say and move forward from that place, okay? Capricorn, this is beautiful. I love this energy for you. This is about abundance. I think in the way it's not, we're not talking about finances here. We're talking about energy. So energetic abundance, okay? So for you to really fully fulfill yourself energetically this year, be true, state your purpose, write it down so that you can hold yourself accountable and move forward from that place, because everyone will feel it. And the right partnership will slip right in. It'll just come straight into you. or for you. How about that? I'm going to give you one more card because this Mystical Shaman Oracle can give us just beautiful overall energies to work with. So overall, for January, for Capricorn, the Medicine Wheel. So it's finding a balance here. Finding a balance for all of the elements, okay? I'm going to read the card because there's just, I can't keep them all straight. But it's a 35, which becomes an 8. So getting into the mastery of self, the mastery of balance. To manifest clear blue skies in your life, it is important that you take on certain aspects of your being. Enter the medicine wheel from the south and reflect on how you are still clinging to events from the past. Continue to the west and notice which relationships are toxic and drain your energy. Step into the north and ask yourself, do I know my passion and show it? End at the east, visualizing how you want to live the next chapter of your life. It is up to you how much time you spend in each direction, but when you are done, make sure to step outside the wheel and contemplate your journey. So we're talking about not only balance, but we're talking about what can we gain from this balance. We reflect on the past. We make choices. What was it? We let go of things that don't serve us. We make choices of how we want to be in the future, and we move towards it. I think that that is perfect for you here in January 2019. Thank you for visiting, Capricorn. I hope you have a beautiful month. Please like, share, subscribe. Give me a comment because this is an amazing reading for you. I'm really excited for this, and I'd love to hear about it. So, and if you want a private reading, just reach out on my website. Have a great day.